Hello everybody, this is Money Mom. Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk to you guys about 4 reasons you and I may have trouble getting rid of things. Let's get started. I know many folks are on a decluttering journey. It's something very popular nowadays, minimalism or modified minimalism. Now I've heard there's all different types of minimalists out there. So I definitely am not a minimalist, but I'm an aspired modified minimalist. I'm going to talk to you guys about the 4 reasons you may have trouble getting rid of some things, and I'm going to tell you why, and I am going to actually share with you a few things I'm having trouble getting rid of. Number 1, fear. You may need it someday. And I'm going to tell you one thing I have a trouble getting rid of. I know a lot of people have digitalized, and I'm probably not saying that word correctly, everything, paperwork. I love things on a written paperwork. And I don't mind Excel sheets and things that are online like photos, but I like to have a hard copy of things rather in digital format. But paper can take up a lot of space. So basically, fear, or you may need it someday. Paper would be that for me. You may have something that you feel. Also kitchen gadgets. Even if I'm not using something, I think, you know what, I go through different stages in my life where I'm cooking or baking more than other times. Like, for example, one of you said that you don't even own any cookbooks because it was taking up a lot of space. And I thought about that for me, and I thought, you know what, I do use my cookbooks. There's a few I'm not using all the time, but it's fear of getting rid of it because I do love looking at them because it gives me ideas. But that is one way to save space. So number 1, fear that you might need it. Number 2, and this is a big one, sentimental value. One thing, my daughter and I haven't started sewing yet. Not as interested as my daughter is, but this is a sewing kit from my mom. She didn't even do that much sewing. She did some mending though. And it's beautiful, and it has all sorts of stuff in here. And I keep it because this is from the 1970s. It's nostalgic, and I just don't feel I can get rid of it yet. So things that offer sentimental value. Also, and I know I've shown this to you, and I am going to be using this, a culinary cookbook. And there's some things in here, guys, I've never heard of. And there's one thing called, and I know I'm probably mispronouncing it, a few of the recipes called for suet. And I know what it is, but I've never cooked anything with it. I was looking through this recipe book before, doing this video. There's something with that calls for lingonberries, Lingonberry, lingonberry sauce. I don't know about you, but it's not something I've ever had, and I've never heard of it. So there's some interesting things in this cookbook, but I do keep it because it was my mom's original cookbook in the 1959, and I would still like to keep it. So I have some things that I hold on to because they're sentimental to me. Number 3, even if you're not using something, I spent good money for it. And at confession time, something that I'm not using, but I spent a lot of money on it years ago, and I got it because I thought we would be making waffles. This one is the one that you turn over, right? And I never use it. Now I could use it to make chaffles, which is a keto version of waffles, but I do still intend on using that. And I think, well, I spent good money on it. I don't want to get rid of it. Have you guys ever felt that? And number 4, and this is the biggest one, you don't even know you have it. Out of sight, out of mind. Because we cram our closets, not all of us, but some of us, and we have small spaces, things are behind things, and you don't really know what you have. Because it's nice and neat and it's not disturbing anything, you just keep it there and you don't do anything with it. Well, I can be guilty of that. I am still going through my things, but I could be spending more time on this. But basically, out of sight, out of mind, you don't even really realize what you have. Those are 4 reasons you might not be getting rid of things that aren't serving you anymore. What are some reasons you think you have trouble getting rid of certain things? I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. This is Money Mom signing off, and as always, I love you. Bye-bye.